Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H's big mistake with the Bloodline could create an opening for Tony Khan and AEW, feels WWE veteran, exclusive. A former WWE veteran claimed that AEW and Tony Khan could bank on Triple H making a mistake with the Bloodline storyline. The veteran also compared the situation to a popular scenario in the 1990s. The Bloodline has been WWE's biggest angle since its beginning in 2020. The story took a turn after Solo Sikoa created his own version of the faction and kicked off a feud with Roman Reigns' OG Bloodline. Former WCW World Champion Vince Russo drew comparisons between the Bloodline saga and the Wwe storyline. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's WrestleBinge, Russo and Dr. Chris Featherstone were asked why Triple H dragged stories for so long. Vince Russo claimed that dragging the Wwe story gave way to the Attitude Era. He also stated that Tony Khan and AEW could benefit from WWE dragging stories if they had a clue. And Chris, I'm telling you man, when it Wwe got old and stale, that opened up the doors for the Attitude Era. I'm telling you guys, I was there, they were beating that thing to the ground, and it meant nothing. That created an opening for us. If Tony Khan knew what he was doing, it could be the same exact thing. Fortunately for them, Tony Khan has no clue. From 24:31 to 24:59. Moreover, Russo also stated that AEW needs to tear down and rebuild, but they are not going to. It remains to be seen if Tony Khan will be able to upstage Triple H. The Bloodline saga, a story built on family, betrayal, and power, has been one of WWE's most compelling narratives in recent years. However, according to a WWE veteran who spoke exclusively to a prominent wrestling outlet, Triple H might be mishandling a key aspect of the storyline. This mistake, they believe, could provide an opening for Tony Khan and AEW to capitalize on the waning interest in WWE's most dominant faction. While the Bloodline's long-term success has been undeniable, recent creative decisions, particularly post-SummerSlam 2024, have sparked debates among fans and insiders alike. As WWE continues to navigate this narrative under Triple H's creative direction, AEW, led by Tony Khan, could seize the opportunity to position itself as the go-to promotion for fans craving fresh and consistent storytelling. The WWE veteran, who chose to remain anonymous, pointed to a critical flaw in the current trajectory of the Bloodline. The issue, they argued, lies in WWE's over-reliance on Roman Reigns while sidelining the rest of the faction. For a story like the Bloodline to stay relevant, every character needs to evolve. You can't just focus on Roman Reigns and expect fans to stay invested forever, they explained. When was the last time Solo Sikoa had a meaningful match or Jimmy Uso had an arc that wasn't just about betraying his brother? These are missed opportunities. The veteran emphasized that WWE has leaned too heavily on Reigns' star power without adequately building the supporting characters, creating a vacuum that could be exploited by rival promotions. Solo Sikoa's stagnation. When Solo Sikoa joined the Bloodline, he was billed as the silent enforcer, a powerhouse with limitless potential. However, the veteran noted that WWE has done little to develop his character beyond his allegiance to Reigns. Solo could have been the breakout star of this faction, they said. Instead, he's just a background player. Fans need a reason to care about him beyond being the guy who helped Roman. Jimmy Uso's flawed betrayal arc. Jimmy Uso's decision to turn on his brother Jey Uso and realign with Reigns was a shocking moment. Yet, the follow-up has left much to be desired. Jimmy's motivations were never fully explained, the veteran argued. Why did he betray Jey? Why did he go back to Roman after all the abuse? The WWE had a chance to craft a nuanced story, but they dropped the ball. The lack of a new challenger. The Bloodline's strength has always been its ability to create new stars by feuding with them, think Sami Zayn or Cody Rhodes. Recently, however, WWE has failed to introduce a compelling new challenger to the faction. With Roman working a reduced schedule, there's a lack of urgency in the storyline, the veteran noted. Without a strong challenger, the Bloodline feels like it's spinning its wheels. Tony Khan and AEW are no strangers to leveraging WWE's perceived shortcomings. Whether it's signing former WWE stars or crafting narratives that appeal to hardcore wrestling fans, AEW has proven its ability to capitalize on WWE's creative missteps. The veteran believes that WWE's struggles with the Bloodline present a golden opportunity for AEW to strike. If I'm Tony Khan, I'm doubling down on faction warfare right now, they said. AEW has some of the best stables in wrestling, like the Elite, Blackpool Combat Club, and House of Black. By focusing on their strengths and telling cohesive stories, AEW can fill the void WWE is leaving. Faction depth. AEW's roster is rich with stables, each with its unique identity. The Blackpool Combat Club, led by Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson, brings a gritty, no-nonsense style, while the Elite combines athleticism with long-term storytelling. AEW knows how to keep their factions fresh, the veteran said. They rotate members, introduce new rivalries, and let everyone shine. That's something WWE could learn from. Focus on emerging talent. Unlike WWE, which sometimes struggles to elevate mid-card talent, AEW excels at giving young wrestlers meaningful opportunities. Stars like Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, and Wheeler Yuta have benefited from consistent storytelling and prominent matchups. If AEW can position someone like Wardlow or Ricky Starks as a faction leader, they could create a new Bloodline-type story, the veteran suggested. Fan engagement. AEW's audience is known for its passion and vocal support. By leaning into what fans love, whether it's high-stakes matches or unexpected alliances, AEW can strengthen its position as a creative powerhouse. To avoid losing ground to AEW, WWE must address the issues plaguing the Bloodline storyline. The veteran offered several recommendations. Elevate Solo Sikoa. Let Solo step out of Roman's shadow, they said. Give him a feud, let him win a title, and show the audience why he's more than just a henchman. Clarify Jimmy Uso's motivations. Jimmy needs a clear arc, they added. Whether he's trying to prove himself to Roman or seeking redemption with Jay, fans need a reason to root for, or against him. Introduce a new adversary. Roman needs a fresh challenger, the veteran emphasized. Someone who can push him in ways Cody Rhodes or Sami Zayn didn't. Maybe it's someone unexpected, like LA Knight or even a returning Randy Orton. Long-term planning. Finally, the veteran stressed the importance of long-term storytelling. The Bloodline works because it's been building for years. WWE can't abandon that approach now. Every decision needs to serve the bigger picture. Despite the criticism, the Bloodline remains one of WWE's most valuable assets. The faction's ability to draw ratings and sell merchandise ensures its continued prominence in WWE's programming. However, the veteran's warning serves as a reminder that even the most successful stories can falter without careful attention to detail. The Bloodline is still a juggernaut, they said, but WWE can't afford to rest on its laurels. If they let this story fizzle out, AEW will be waiting to pick up the pieces. Triple Ace's alleged mishandling of the Bloodline storyline is a rare misstep in what has been an otherwise stellar run as WWE's chief creative officer. While the faction's dominance is far from over, cracks are beginning to show. If WWE doesn't address these issues, Tony Khan and AEW could capitalize on the opportunity to win over disillusioned fans. As WWE and AEW continue to compete for wrestling supremacy, one thing is clear: the battle for storytelling excellence is far from over. Whether the Bloodline regains its momentum or AEW rises to the occasion, the wrestling world is in for an exciting ride.